All right, good evening. I'm going to give just a few minutes because there's a little problem in setting this up, so I'm going to give people just a few minutes to arrive. And I'm already having technical difficulties. My screen just sort of blew everything up. So we'll give just a few minutes as we get some people back in here. If you're in, say hello in the chat. Once I can bring it back up, I had everything set until it started, and everything just went whoosh, expanded right out. So let's see what we got going here. There we go. All right. We're back to normal. The moment I set up, my roommate decided to come out and make tea, so you're going to hear some noise in the background. Recently, as you know, I use Melon for doing live streaming. And as of recently, they have switched over to Streamlabs Talk Studio, I think it is. It still pretty much looks the same, but there's been a few changes they've made here and there. So as it is in the moment, it's mostly the same, but there is a few little details here and there that I'm going to have to get used to and change. And I feel like I keep dropping off the bottom. I might end up adjusting the camera a little bit. I thought I kind of had all this set until it actually started, and then these little tiny things kind of kick in. So this evening, we're going to have Enrique come in probably in about an hour. He said he'd be here at about 11:30, and until then, I wanted to go through a few little things. Hey, we have Paul Pate in the chat. How you doing, Paul? You're the first one to arrive and say hello. Yeah, I'm decided I wanted to come on and kind of chat for a little bit and kind of get sort of some things going here before Enrique arrives. And I thought I'd do a little bit of sketching, probably very shortly. And Enrique will probably come in and chat. So how are you doing, Paul? Normally I get about 3 or 4 people off the bat, and I was kind of hoping I might get a few people in to start chatting. But I've got a few things I wanted to talk about tonight, just because I've been a little bit MIA. It's been a combination of a few things. And most people kind of know my story, that my work is very inconsistent, and people tend to quit a lot. And when people quit, you end up getting called in for additional shifts. Plus, on top of all that, I actually had an eye infection, which you can't see now, but it's still a little bit of a problem on the upper lid. I have something called a chalazion. I'm never sure how it's pronounced, but oh, Paul just got tucked in for bed. But aren't you on aren't you more on the West Coast? It must be early for you there. You're an early to bed, early to rise person. I wish I could be. I wish I could kind of start turning in it. It's only 10:30 here, or 10 coming up 10:45. I wish I could turn in earlier and then get an earlier day to my start, or earlier start to my day, but my job just doesn't allow it, unfortunately. My shift finishes. It finishes even later now. It finishes at 12:30, so I'm not even home till like 1 a.m. And then I'm still like wide awake for like another hour and a half. So I can't. There's no way I can get to bed. And then you're just stuck like that through the week. But what can you do? Might have the little washing machines working out. Yeah, actually, it's actually now working out really well. I did have one tiny little issue. Was there's a little filter in the back of it, and it was never sit in properly. And they said you really shouldn't run it without the filter. Oh, you're in Michigan. Okay, I'm sorry. So many people are out west. I guess my head just started presuming everybody was out west. with the exception of Chris Runciman, but everybody was all kind of out west. But no, you're actually in Michigan. Okay. But no, this little filter, they said they'd send a replacement filter. And so I waited like 2.5 weeks for that, finally got it. And it was still falling out. And I was really frustrated. And I wrote them. And then I went back and I kind of tried it again. And I noticed it wasn't sitting in properly. And I wiggled it and I pushed it. And because it would click a little bit, but you've got to push it in even further until it really clicks. There's like a second thing that goes in. Once it's in, now it's fine. So it's actually, it's been great since then. The only thing it does is it splashes water over the lip. So it's so intense, this and it's this particular model is the only one that does it. Everyone else seems to have one where the water stays in well, but this one, the spinning is so intense that it actually pushes water over the lip just a little bit. It's not terrible. It's probably the worst is probably by the time you're done a load, it spills maybe a quarter cup of water in total over the edge on the floor. So I keep a mop or a PEPA towel underneath and it's fine. So I'm actually really enjoying it. So it's actually worked out really well. I'm ordered some fabric softener because it doesn't have a formal heat dryer. It's just a spin dryer, right? It spins and then you hang the clothes up. But when you do that, they tend to, when you hang them up and air dry, they tend to be, they dry like cardboard almost. So I just need to get some fabric softener. But anyway, so that's the laundry machine update. Maybe I'll do an update little video on my other channel. But no, that's one thing I did want to mention is that I'm hoping to actually do the live streams every Wednesday night. Wednesday night seems to be the one night I can keep clear. And I thought the Art Bloque is normally supposed to be every third Wednesday, and because that's when Enrique was only available. And I thought I'd like to do these more often. And then sometimes he can't make it every night, and then we try and reschedule. And I thought, yeah, I'd like to do this. I'd like to make this a regular Wednesday thing. So, and when Enrique is available, he can let me know and he can come in. And if he's not, there's certainly other things I can do here. So, but it helps me keep the channel consistent. And I found that by doing these, I gain a couple more subscribers every time I do one. So I thought this would be a good way for me to kind of stay on top of this. I'll mark it down that every Wednesday I do a live stream, and then I can kind of put that on my calendar. I can kind of let family and friends and work and everyone else know that this is kind of going to be the thing now every Wednesday night. And actually what also prompted me is that YouTube has made a little change to their monetization requirements. And now apparently you there's like two tiers almost. To get the full monetization is still 1,000 subscribers, but you can have what they call monetization through fan funding at only 500 subscribers. And there's 500 subscribers. You still need 3 valid uploads in the last 90 days, and you still need 3,000 watch hours or 3 million public shorts views. But shorts have been kind of screwing me around on that anyways. But, I think Enrique is here. I thought I heard a sound. Are you there? I'm going to bring him in here. One moment.
Hey.
Hey, are you there?
Am I there?
Can
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. I don't know if I'm like.
I didn't expect you this early.
Yeah, I got home early, so I was like, all right, let's. I'll come on. How are you?
I'm doing okay-ish. I've been better, but I'm doing all right. How are you?
I can't see you actually. I don't know why I can't see you right now.
I don't hear.
But,
you
can see yourself though. No, it's fine. I mean, I can hear you though, so that's the most important part. If it's
Okay.
it's recording, but you can see yourself, right?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see myself. I think everything seems to be good. I have one
Okay.
person
Okay.
viewing who I've been chatting with.
Can
So
it, okay? As long as he sees you, that's good. I don't know.
yeah,
I think it's my internet.
uh,
What are you guys talking about?
I just came in and I had barely just kind of said hello. Paul Pate popped in and was just asking. He was asking how my new little washing machine is doing, and so I was talking a little bit about that. And
Nice.
I was also talking about that, and I wanted to mention this to you that I'm thinking of doing a live every Wednesday night, maybe every Wednesday night. I'm going to
Yeah,
make
do it, and
as
we can
my
hop in randomly. Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to make an art block every Wednesday night. I'm going to set that aside and do that. And then whatever
Cool.
nights you can make it, then
Yeah.
you're always welcome. Then I'll send you the link to get in. And then because I thought this way, if nights you can't make it in, I can also bring on guests. I can do drawing streams, but
Right.
I'm going to set this every Wednesday night because it seems like every time I do these, I gain like one or two extra little subscribers. So I thought I'd try and keep that up.
Mhm. That's a good
So,
idea. Yeah, I like it. Keep
but
it going. Go on
and
TikTok.
YouTube also just Paul says hello.
Hey, Paul.
Um, YouTube also has just made a change to their what do you call it? Their requirements, their monetization requirements.
Yeah.
The initial one for AdSense is still the same, but to get what do they call it for
A
where you
partnership
can
or
have
something.
monetization through fan funding is allowed at 500 subscribers and
Okay.
3,000 public watch hours.
What does
Which is
that mean?
quite a lot.
Fan funding. Is that like
So that's
stars on live?
yeah. People can send super chats. You can set up paid memberships where people who
Mhm.
actually pay a little monthly fee for your channel gets extra bonus things on your channel. You can sell merch right off your channel if you want.
Mhm.
So that's just a few of the things they've got that are attached to it, but that's apparently just starting. So
I like it. I
so
like it. I
yeah,
never go
so
live.
there's gonna be a little bit more
I
to
should.
aim for. I know I could probably reach 500 subscribers. My concern is keeping people's attention long enough to get 3,000 watch hours. I think that's going to be a little more difficult for me. But
You post these things when they're done, right? I mean, people could probably sift through them, or
yeah, that's the thing too, is that once you post more material, there's more there for people to watch. So I figure if I can keep putting up videos, then there's going to be more that
do you put
people
up
will.
shorts on this channel here, like YouTube shorts on this channel?
Shorts
I
been
don't remember.
pissing me off. I do have some shorts. They've been
Yeah.
pissing me off for two reasons. One is that apparently they have to be under a minute, but you have to keep it to under 55 seconds. If your
Mhm.
short goes over 55 seconds, if it's 56, 57 seconds, YouTube posts them
Mhm.
at a minute 1 second and they don't qualify as a short. They do that to me
Oh, okay.
every
I don't. I
time and
never.
it's pissing me off. I don't know why they lengthen it. They do something, but they stretch them out so that they're not a short now. So every time I reach that just between 55 and 59 seconds, they lengthen it to a minute one,
Okay.
and that
Huh.
pisses me off.
Yeah. I don't. I don't think I've. I barely post shorts anymore. I kind of do,
Yeah,
and if I do, they're always like 20 seconds or whatever. I don't post the same stuff I post on Instagram. I should maybe.
it might if they're under 55 seconds, you can gain more traction. And this is a weird thing too. I've posted about 7 or 8, 9 shorts. One of them
Mhm.
it was a long time ago. It was a little short that I made just as kind of announcement when my back went out. And I was lying on my floor
Mhm.
in my office just to tell people, hey, I can't do anything for a while because I'm lying here in back pain with back pain and I can't move. And there's a picture
Mhm.
of me lying on my back with my hand up. For whatever reason, that stupid video has over 200 views. Everything else is under 100, but that one seems to keep being pushed by YouTube, and I don't know why. That one stupid
Is there
short
comments on it, or
makes no sense. Yeah,
is there
some people have
comments?
commented on it,
Oh,
like sorry, hope you get better, that kind of thing. So I don't know.
That was like
I don't know
trolls or
why
something.
that one of all shorts gets pushed through. So
I think well, like they push it out, the more people see it or stay till the end, I think, right? Like so it's like maybe the message I haven't seen the video. It's a short, you said, right?
it's just a short, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the short, but if I had to guess, maybe the rhythm of the way you're talking, people just happen to watch it all the way to the end more often than a regular art video.
Yeah, I have no idea why, but
damn.
So
Okay,
I gotta mention something else to you that's happened just recently in the last 2 days. Is somebody joined my Instagram, and or they followed me on Instagram, and then they messaged me saying, "Hey, I'm interested in a couple of your prints." I'm like, "Okay, which ones do you like?" And then he posted a couple. He picked an odd couple. He picked 2 pictures that aren't even for sale, for one. And then he put underneath something about, I don't know, he was offering something for them, and it was something I didn't understand. And when I went to his page, there's nothing on it, but it says he's into NFTs. And I thought, is this to do with some NFT shit? Because I don't understand it at all. And I have no idea what but from what I understand, you're giving up the rights to that image. And I heard
you don't. I heard you don't give up the rights to that image. That's why NFT is such a scam. But I don't know enough about it.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I thought this is what I heard, and I know very little to nothing. So if somebody hops in there, I had heard that when you buy an NFT, you don't even legally own that image, and so it's like, what do you own? You own the digital. I don't know, something about it. So it's like so worthless. That's what I had heard, but I don't know. I don't know everything about it, but to be honest, NFTs are on their way out. I don't know. There's just that wave.
I think they are. Yeah.
Down. So I don't know.
I don't trust it, and I'm like, no. First of all, the image you picked, I'm not selling. One of them was just a rough sketch, and the other one was just a drawing that later is going to be part of a bigger image. It was just a progress image to show the line drawing of the cat. And this is going to be made.
I would consider doing it for me. I would consider doing it just because it's worthless, but
yeah. But I don't know. I don't want this guy to try and sucker me into some kind of stupid scam or something. That's all. But
that's true too, by the way. Do you get a lot of stuff in your inbox about like, hey, we want to partner with you, or hey, can you show this product in blah blah blah? Do you get stuff like that? I get
that too. Most of those I block right off the bat. I don't even give them.
Yeah, like there's times where I message back. I'm like, hey, what do you mean? Blah 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 blah, and then it goes nowhere because they don't have anything to give me. Well, yeah, don't.
I think the way you're lying on your back draws people.
Yeah, maybe.
I remember
maybe
that.
Like, what's this? What else is new otherwise? Like, how you still at the YMCA, or is that like kind of slowing the hours down? Because I know you were threatening to quit at one point.
Yeah, I'm still feeling like borderline doing that, just because two people had quit, and so we were both, and my roommate works there too, and we were both like, he's actually getting a lot more than I am, but it's just enough to be annoying and kind of interfering with everything, and I don't know if I'm going to be she ends up changing the schedule, and I don't know if I'm going to be working here or there or not. And then I had an eye infection again for a while. I have a chalazion or chalazion, I'm not sure how they're pronounced, but it's where you get like blockage. You have blood vessels that run through your eye, and it's like a blockage, and it causes causes it to swell up and drain, and it blurs the vision in this eye. And just once you get them, you're kind of stuck getting them like once a year or so, once to twice a year, and I got to deal with it for about a week or so. So you can't see it now, you can't, but it's in the upper eyelid here. But so there's been that. So between that and work, it's just been like I can't concentrate on anything. I can't even see properly. So
I got 2 commissions. I normally don't have commissions I normally turn down commissions because I just kind of rather do more YouTube shit, But doing one for one's a family member though. So one's my aunt.
Oh, okay.
And, I don't know if you do this a lot too, but they change those changes never stop. It's like, oh, can you change this? Okay, cool. How about this? Okay,
Wait, can you
it's
do
like
this? Can
30
you add
changes
this
here.
in? Wait, can you throw in my dog? Is that more if you added my
Yeah,
dog?
yeah,
Yeah,
stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my
yeah,
god. Like, you change the color of this. I'm like, all right, I get, whatever.
yeah.
And then the other one's commissioned for friend of a friend, and she just wants like that, like a caricature of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her and her boyfriend. I gave her a sheet of different styles because I wasn't sure what style. Because she was kind of thinking about that too. She didn't know what style, like really goofy, you know, even almost like a Dexter's Lab style, like really
Oh,
angular, or
okay,
does
yeah.
she want like a straight up
Very.
Cabbage Patch looking kid
Yep.
caricature? But yeah, I'm working with her on that. And then I just kind of get back to her once a week. I notice it kind of like when, I don't know if you do this too, but sometimes I give them time to think about it. I'm like, even though I just did the change immediately, I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a couple days because they'll think about it. They'll let the other one settle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I do.
Yeah. So I'm trying. I do that. Makes it look like I'm working harder as well. Like it makes even though I did the change like in like 10 minutes, it's like, okay, well, let me give it a day or two. So
Right.
they think I'm working hard on this. Did I talk to you about this? I didn't talk to you on the live though about the Facebook stuff, obviously. Right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like yeah, one of my, just to say it like so it's on the record now. One of my Facebook Reels randomly just started getting like tons of views because my numbers were like 200 views on every Facebook Reel because I had heard
Right.
Facebook Reels is a great way to make money. Still, even though Facebook itself feels like it's dying, but I guess the video section's still very good. And they basically, one of them started like where everything was like 200 views. This one Godzilla one got like, I think right now if I check it, it's like last time I checked it was like at 500,000 views or something.
Wow.
So and and it's carrying the whole channel. That whole page is being carried by it because some of my other videos are starting to get views now. Now, like I saw another one with 12,000 views, and like I said, we're starting with like a base level of like 200 views on every video, every reel.
This is a Facebook? This isn't your main Facebook page. This is like your art page, is it?
It's my art page. Yeah, it's not my actual. It's like the business page.
Right.
And
Yeah. See, I've got one, but I don't do anything with it. I should. What's it called? Maybe am I on there?
It's called. I think I call it Sketch Monster Drawing Lessons. I've never publicly talked about it, hardly. So like, I think it's called Sketch Monster Drawing Lessons, but I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'd have to like. Let me see.
I actually already have liked it. Okay.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. But I'd heard. I told you about the monetization standards on there are way harder. Did we talk about that?
Yeah. You mentioned something. I don't remember the details about it though.
So originally when I went on, you need about 10,000. I think it was 10,000 followers on your page, which I'd never known anybody to have 10,000 followers on their Facebook business page.
Yeah.
I heard they might have lowered that though, so I don't know what the new standards are. I heard they might have lowered it way down.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it's something to look into because it's definitely cool to just repost stuff.
If you don't mind me asking, like, what is the payout like? Like, how do they do that? Like, what?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, it's the same way. It's like ads that play on your reels or you can put full videos like on YouTube as well there. But yeah, it's the same way. But like when I got 10,000, like right now I have like 20,000 followers on there. Okay. My payout before this was like horrible. It was like 2 cents a month. It was really bad.
Right.
Horrible. And I was like, man. And what I had heard that big YouTubers do, that repost their videos here. There's like a guy named Kali Muscle. He does like a fitness channel. I don't know. He had like a heart attack because he's on steroids, but whatever. That guy. Okay. He said apparently he's making more money off of Facebook than on YouTube for like the same videos. And what I had heard is that you're supposed to this is one way of doing it. I don't know. I heard, I didn't do it successfully, but you pick one of your videos that you have like a library of stuff on Facebook, video on your page. You pick one video and you promote it. And that video will not make you money on its own, but the filtering process, because if those people like that video, they'll go to the rest of your channel, and that is where you'll make a lot of money if people watch the videos a lot, and then you know you see the ads. So that's what I had heard. I never had enough time, honestly. I was mostly focused on YouTube, so I never fully jumped into that. But right now that this is happening, I don't know if I told you this, Phil, on the phone because I was so mad. But I remember I saw this video shoot off, and I was like, man, this one reel, wow, it's crazy how it's still going. And I was gonna say, I wonder how much money I made off this. Maybe I made like a couple $100, maybe like $100, maybe. And then I looked at it, and it's like, your channel has been restricted because of blah blah blah. I was like, what happened?
What?
What happened? Like I got like not a strike, but they limited my monetization for some reason. I'm gonna guess because that video got on the radar. I guess the stuff I was doing wrong got on the radar, I guess. And I think I know what it is. I think it's because I reposted stuff with a watermark on it. Like I put some TikTok stuff. I just downloaded it and like just put the watermark on it, and they don't like doing. Apparently that's bad.
Okay.
They don't like that. They don't mind you editing it somewhere else, but they do not want a watermark on there. So then I was like, okay, I submitted for review, and I'm like, it's been like 3 weeks. It's been like 2.5 weeks, and I haven't heard back at all. It still says reviewing, and it says like, we'll get back to you in 2 days, but it's been like 2 weeks. So, and then I don't know if you ever try to reach a person on here, but it's like really, really hard. Like actually reach like a human being to talk to for help.
Oh, it's probably near impossible.
Yeah. But what I did do, so this is like, oh yeah. But what I did do, there is a way to reach, by the way. So I did find out. So that new, the new verification badge they have on Facebook, that guarantees you having access to a person to talk to. And so that's what I did. I paid for verification. I'm verified.
Oh, all right.
And I'm talking to him. He's slow to reply, but it is a human, so that's pretty. We'll see if I can get that fixed. So I don't know. Right now, I'm just enjoying the uplift of traffic, and I'm trying to stay positive, because I'm like, I am getting traffic out of this, right? This could build into something. So I don't want to be too negative. It would have been like $100 maybe anyway. It's not like a huge, thing. I think in the future it could be something if I work at it.
Well, yeah. Because you only
sorry,
a maximum of like 5,000 members or something you can have. Oh no, that's your friends. I know on your page, your friends, you can only have a maximum of 5,000.
You can only match with 5,000 people. Oh,
yeah,
on Instagram.
Like friends on your own main personal page. I know there's like a maximum of 5,000.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know you can follow 7,000 people on Instagram, I think, and they cap you. Let me see where my videos are at. Yeah, see, it's at 585,000 right now. That's crazy. And then I have another video next to it, 17,000. Like I feel like that's gonna be the birth of the. Like if I just keep posting reels, that could really be a something. And then I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I do have a question though. So both Facebook and Instagram are under Meta, so they're both owned by the same person. And if I have mine set up that if I post, if I make a post, it will show up on both. Like if I post it on Instagram, it will also post onto Facebook. So if you're putting up reels, does it have to? Will it still work that way? If I put it up on Instagram and it also posts directly to Facebook, will that still count? Because it is still a reel. I looked
for that option and I couldn't find it. I think I don't know right now. I looked for it, I couldn't find it. They changed the menu so much. I'm just editing it on Instagram, and then I download it without the watermark. I think before you post it, you can download it without the watermark. And then I reposted it without the watermark there. Okay. And that's kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, but I would definitely start posting on Facebook for sure. I mean, I would say that even if this didn't happen.
I do have a page, an art page. So maybe I'll look into cleaning that up.
Do they allow you to post? you'd have to look it up. Do they allow you to post reels? I don't know how Facebook. Like, it's been so long since I started a page on Facebook. I have no clue what it starts off. You know, what are your abilities to post right off the bat? I don't know. I mean, how long have you had your page?
What's that?
How long have you had your Facebook page?
Oh, like my main page or the art page?
The art page, like I'm assuming
probably
you're
like
like
4 years, if that.
Yeah, but you probably, like me, didn't work on it much at all. Like for me, I barely touched it until like a year ago.
Yeah. The only things will pop up on is because I posted it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird thing is, I've got to see if I can fix it, because if I post an image or a reel to Instagram, it will show up on the art page. But if I post a short, the short pops up on my own personal page. So I don't know what I've done there. I've got to go in and see if I can figure that out, fix it.
That same video is at 100,000 on my Instagram. That same Godzilla video.
Right,
so there's something about that video. Yeah, there's something about that video that I don't know. I think I cut it.
Showing the back of the mouth kind of thing. Make it look.
Yeah. I was trying to dissect it, and I was like, why did this one do better than the other one? And like, I think it's because I mean, people like Godzilla, I think, but also I think the way it's formatted, it's like 3 identical images with different colors on it. I think maybe that helps. It just kind of looks like a little chart. I think also the tip is a generic drawing tip that can apply to whatever. And then I think it's quick. That was another thing. I tried to make it like it cuts out at the end almost, like it restarts. So I know that matters if it's real quick. If you're not dragging along, people are just going to cut out. People are not going to watch the whole video if it drags. And then also the hook. That's something I've kind of thought about for a long time too. Like the hook of the video, that first line you say decides whether someone's going to watch it or not.
Yeah, that I got to try and figure out, because I'm not sure. Like I can start off saying what the video is about, but I mean, what is there something different they specifically looking for?
Well, okay, so like that one, I think the first line of that video, and I started saying this for every video now. It's starting to become the thing I use for all my videos. It's obviously not original, but it's like, hey, this drawing tip's gonna make all your drawings better. Like if you just say that, they're like, what is that? You know, as opposed to like, I'm going to go over how to draw Godzilla and blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe people that don't care about Godzilla don't care. But if you just say, hey, this little tip's going to make all your drawings better in general, they're like, all right, I'll stick around for a little bit. So that would be an example of a hook that, you know, would make people care more than the, you know, of what it's about.
Interesting. Okay. I might try that sometime.
You can type into you can say that, or you can type into Google and just say, what are some hooks, and they'll give you ideas for hooks. I remember looking at that as well, because I guess a lot of hooks are like the same kind of thing, pretty much. They're hyperbolic sometimes too. You know? But yeah, anyways, that's good. Now I think because I learned this from YouTube, is that you make a bunch of videos, right? You make a bunch of whatever, and then it feels like almost like you're wasting your time, and then one video catches and it starts to carry the rest of it, like a big wave. It starts to carry the rest of the channel, because that's what happened with my YouTube channel, where like 5 years ago, you know, I got this stupid SpongeBob video and it carried the whole channel for like a good while. And then I'm like, okay, everything's getting viewed now where it didn't used to get viewed. And so, yeah, because I've heard that tip 100 times, but like, it just like this happening again really reminds me. It's like, okay, like all my videos now are getting like a higher, what do you call it? Like the water's risen a little bit. I'm no longer getting like 200 views on every single video. I'm getting at least like 5,000 views on every single video, because this video did so well. And then some of these then select videos will crawl up from there too. So yeah, I just gotta keep making stuff. And I don't know if I said this online last time, but my plan right now, more than ever, is to make a drawing program on my own website. And I bought one. I'm going over a few people's programs. I'm like looking at it, and I want to make something that is worth it, you know, that I'm like, okay, I would buy this for this amount of money.
So you can buy
But yeah,
directly
so
from
that's
your
kind
website as opposed to like
of,
whatever.
yeah, as
Yeah,
opposed
yeah,
to
okay.
Skillshare, or I mean, I know
Right.
we talked about Skillshare, that went way down, but and then what
Yeah.
else was the other one? Udemy. Instead of that, you want to go on your own website, because my favorite artists pretty much have stuff on their own site for the most part. I know some people put their stuff on Gumroad, but that's kind of your own thing. They hardly take any money. Gumroad, I think.
Right.
I don't know if you're ever on Gumroad.
I do have a Gumroad account. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I do have one. I bought a couple of things from people on Gumroad, like brushes or something. But
I bought a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I bought a lot of stuff on Gumroad. A lot of really, really good stuff. But I mean, they give you like the file, right? It's not like you're on their site and it goes next video. You're literally just have a stack of files. You're like, okay, now I got to go through this. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm just making the index for it, and I'm trying to figure out how long it's going to take me to record it. I think the hardest part for me, it's going to be making the website function, and I'm going to have to hire someone to get the bugs out of that. I mean, Vince kind of knows a lot too. I could probably ask him as well. He's more into web design than I am.
So that's
yeah,
what I'm
that's the
wondering
plan.
too. Is that you have to have a site that can host. You're holding a lot of videos, and like if you do like a full like say 8-hour program, you could even be more than that. But say you put a full 8 to 12-hour art program, it's got to host all that amount of time, that amount of video, and high quality video. And then people got to go on there and download. You're going to get a lot of people.
So what I heard is that the best way to do that so it doesn't slow the site down, at least the programs I bought and I see them, is they'll host them somewhere else. They'll host them on Vimeo, and they'll buy the Vimeo account, and then they'll just like put the link there. But the videos are technically secret out in Vimeo world, you know what I mean? But that's the way I've seen people do it, because I think if you upload all those videos right to your site, it's going to be way too much.
Right. See, I've bought a couple of things from Aaron Blaze off his website. I bought a whole bunch of brushes and markers and that. And I've also bought, when he has like really good sales on, he'll have like this whole program is $1 for this time. I'm like, okay. So I spent $1 and downloaded a couple of his little animation programs. And you actually get the whole video. You download the entire video, and there was other things with it as well, but yeah, you can get the entire video. But
is he the animal guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he does a lot of animals. He worked for Disney for many years, and his stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've been watching him for. I've been watching him for a while, actually. Yeah,
he's
I like him a lot.
Mind-blowingly, like ridiculously talented. And he's doing these lessons. And I'm thinking, like he's so oversimplifying things. I'm like, you sort of really can't learn. How do I put this? I feel like you sort of can't learn from people who are that good, because there's a certain degree where they just put the thing down and they do it, and it's like, and they can tell you what you're doing, and you can try and do the same thing, but there's a certain level of skill that's just where you're just gifted. And you can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? But that's he's
I know
off the charts.
I think wait, so that guy's program is off his site? Because I see the site Creature Teacher.
Aaron Blaze, Aaron. His stuff.
And you said it's just files, or what does he do?
Yeah.
He just downloads you. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
He's old
but it
school,
also
I think,
shows
right?
you, like in the store, like if I go back and say I forget what I've downloaded, I can go back in, I can sign in, and it'll show me what I've actually done, and I can if I accidentally lose it, I can re-download it again because I have access to it. So I think that's what it is. It gives you access to that particular video, and then I can just download it from there. So I
think we'll see. I'm aiming more for. I like the ones where you go on a website and you click next and it's a next page, like you know what I mean, like the stuff I was talking about where they host it somewhere else, like a secret video. And I kind of like that a lot more because I've done that. I can't remember whose it is. How much is so he sells them by packets or what? I'm trying to see this guy's
he can sell individual. He sells packages. He sells like a yearly subscription. He sells like one total package. He has all different kind of ways of doing it. I bought all his brushes. I've got all his entire brush set. I've waited till they go on sale, so I've got all of those. But
is it per month?
some of the hard thing is for me is that it's I have to remember that I'm Canadian, so I'll see something, oh, it's on sale for $20. Well, it ends up it's actually still like $35-$40 for me. So yeah, it's the only downside. But
who did I buy? I bought somebody's program. I'm trying to keep him. His name is Mitch Liu. Mitch Liu.
Oh, Mitch
really
Louis.
good animator. I don't know.
He's another one that's
Mitch
just
Louis, yeah.
stupidly talented and frustrates me to the point I'm like, oh. They just he knows you can do this really easily by doing this, and I'm like, you're making that look way too easy. Nobody's going to sit down and do that right off the bat. Like that man is just talented.
The way he sells his program,
3/4 turn down views of things. It's just like, yeah, he has books. I think once I bought like one of his digital books. I think I've got somewhere. I should try and find it again, but yeah,
his link. I checked out his Instagram. His link was to his Gumroad, and he just kind of dumps the files in Gumroad. I got that one. I bought the full one. I bought like $300 one. I'm just like, this is great. I'm just gonna like ingest that stuff. I mean, I like the way he teaches stuff really well.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple, but it's again, he's showing this super simplistic way, but you're not going to draw what he's drawing. Like that man is obviously worked for an animation studio and is just giftedly talented. Like you're not going to follow his lessons and just instantly draw what he's doing.
Right. I like the marketing scheme for a lot of these guys, and I want to do that more. Is put free stuff on Gumroad, and then the free stuff is like a book or something like that, like a PDF, and then you know what I mean. And then they got the paid stuff next to it, or you can go get the paid stuff on their site. I kind of like that model a lot. I want to do something like that as well. Like right now, I'm trying to fix one of my old ebooks. I have an old ebook on drawing chibi characters, and that old ebook is like 8 years old, and I was like, man, I just saw it lately. I'm like, man, this sucks. So I'm trying. That's my first thing. Like tonight, I'm gonna dig into that. I want to remake that ebook because it's an email capture ebook that I had. I got like 1,000 emails from it, but over a couple of years, I think. I can't remember, but yeah, I want to remake that book, to be honest. So that's kind of something I want to do as well. Wait, I forgot. I lost my point, my greater point here. Yeah, so I need now that I'm starting to get traffic on some of these, like Instagram and stuff like that. I always had traffic on YouTube, but it was different. I don't know why it felt different. I feel like sometimes the goal was to go to a YouTube video. I don't know. Like here, I feel like people go to it as like a preview to a bigger product. I feel like on Instagram sometimes. Like when I go see somebody's art and I'm like, man, I love that guy's art, you know? I wanted the longer content, but if I'm on YouTube watching their hour-long video, I don't know. I feel like I'm less likely. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm like tripping over myself here.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet.
But I was going to say Aaron's page just to see how he had it laid out. But yeah,
pick. You got to do the same thing. Start picking one, drive into it. Feels worthless until one starts doing better than the other, and they're like, "Oh, okay, that's okay." Got to do that.
Yeah, once I can.
I know. You need time, right? Do you? What's your overall schedule? I know you're talking about that people left at work, but I don't know if you finished the.
Yeah, it should be opening up now. I just like, it's funny because I had 2 days off, but I'm also when you're that busy, everything gets pushed aside. Then you realize once that time opens up, I've got to pick up groceries. I've now got to get caught up on laundry. I've got to get caught, and there's all these things you have to do. Plus, I'm also kind of I think I've told you before, I'm sort of an assistant super here in this building I live in. It gives me a discount on my rent. It's an informal.
Oh, nice.
I'm not really like a formal assistant super, but I take out the garbage, I clean the stairs. Like I've got to do stuff on that. Like we found out the shed out back had all this crap in it that belonged to people who've long since moved away. So we had to empty that out today. That took like a couple hours this morning. So it's stupid little things like that pile up, that eat at your day. And then you realize, as you get caught up on all these things, then your day is all of a sudden almost over. So there was one full day off. That's like, So I'm back to work tomorrow night. Tomorrow and Friday night I work 6:30 to 12:30 tomorrow. So I get the day. So I get home from when I get home from work. I'm off at 12:30. I get home. By the time I get home, it's almost 1. I'm still wide awake, so I'm awake for at least another hour and a half. So I don't get to bed till sometimes almost 3 a.m. And if I need a decent between 6 to 8 hours sleep, I'm up late. So
wow.
So I get up at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, which I don't like. I don't like getting up that late, but it's just the way everything, my whole system is shifted, right? It's your, what do you call it? Your circadian rhythm kind of thing. So
yeah, exactly. Hi, Terry. Sorry. Terry said good evening.
Oh, Terry. Hi. Good evening. How are you? Yeah. People are kind of chatting away here.
Then you got to push into shorts then, right? Because you say you don't have a lot of time in general, no?
I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to work on shorts, I guess. But yeah, I really wanted to get back to making a little bit longer form YouTube videos. I've said that I'm going to start doing a live every Wednesday night. That's kind of like I'm penning
live is good, yeah.
And so that's going to be kind of a fixed thing. Every Wednesday is my live stream, and
nice.
And then I'd like to still do at least one proper full video a week, and then maybe I can kind of do some shorts. But I like making those long form videos. I miss doing those. I like making the 10 to 20 minute video, and it was a demonstration video or something that I could do, and I miss doing those. So
yeah,
so that's
they're
kind
fun
of a good idea.
Yeah, they're fun to do. I think I guess just finding your springboard or whatever works. I don't know. Like I was saying, it's just kind of like you're throwing stuff. That's what it feels like to me on every platform. You're just throwing random stuff
right now, yeah,
over and over again.
Consistency to it. So yeah.
Well, I think because sometimes it feels kind of like I'm going to put this video out, but it's so similar to this other video. Why would this video get any more views than that video? And then sometimes it does, and you're like, wow, what? Okay, there's something in there I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
Made it. Obviously, luck plays into it, of course, but there's also a lot to do with how long people are watching that video and why. So.
I just discovered, actually, I think I'm at 76 uploads, and I thought it'd be really nice to kind of really keep pushing and reach that 100 mark.
Nice.
Get 100 videos on this channel. If I can get 100 uploads, it kind of feels like then I've kind of got this solid channel. So I'd like to pushing for that if I can.
I have 1,700, I think. I can't remember.
Is that right? We also have
I have
like 5 YouTube channels, I think.
I used to have like 30 videos a day at one point, like 2.5 years ago, where it went through this other. I just noticed. I think was it 3 years ago? When did Among Us come out? When the Among Us video game came out,
right? Yeah,
I was just doing more and more and more. I was like, whoa, okay.
I remember that you were putting up 2 or 3 a day of these little videos. I'd see them cropping up all the time.
Yeah, I had to ride that wave because once something happens, you have to jump on it. Which is why when my Instagram started doing better, it's like, oh, okay, people like these how-to videos. They don't like these meme videos. I mean, they do like them, but the meme videos don't have, they're not evergreen content. It's not like you can go back. You just kind of like, okay, the joke's there, gotcha, But at least from my channel, right? Some people have gigantic meme channels, but I'm saying like mine, I was like, oh, okay, I guess what'll dig me out would be, actual like things that would teach people. I'm having an issue, and again, I wasn't sure if I said this last time or not. I'm having an issue merging my YouTube channel to my Instagram, because my Instagram, I feel like when I look at the content, even now looking at this page, it's like mostly teenager to upper teenager, adult kind of range, and then my YouTube channel is more for like kids. But I'm trying to grow that up a little bit by changing, like I'm not using the kids marker anymore. I'm using other stuff. I'm trying to like meet in the middle somewhere, and it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what the garden?
Do I know what the what?
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what the Garden of Banban is?
The Garden of Ban? No.
Oh, look that up real quick if you can. Are you near a computer?
Garden of
Banban, Banban, and it's Garten actually with a T, not a D.
Garten.
Yeah, of Banban.
Oh, it's a video game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know what that was, and I was like, "What is this?" But some of their videos were. My cousin likes it, and it's something I never heard of. It's an age range that, like, little kid age range,
Yeah, I've
and I was like,
seen a
"Man, these
couple of
things
these
are."
little weird characters. Yeah.
But you can imagine how easy a tutorial is to make for that, and that's what I
Oh,
did.
sure.
And I'm like, "How do I?" But that's never gonna. It's hard to gear that for anybody. Like we're gonna learn how to draw this. It's hard to gear that for like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. These are some kind of creepy
That's what I mean. It's
characters, though.
Yeah, they're creepy. They are creepy. I guess that's true. I see from what I heard, all the fans are like little kids though. But yeah, I was just kind of going over that. The other thing I was going to talk about real quick, I was going to touch on was I'm trying to get somebody to animate my intro, and it's such a pain because there's no, I don't know, I can't get anybody. I don't know. It's really hard. I'm paying this animator guy, but he's starting to overcharge me. So we'll see. I just want a new intro because I think I said this last time. I'm still planning on changing the entire name to my YouTube channel from one thing to another, so it matches the Instagram.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that without a new intro though. So, but they're taking forever.
Okay. Have you? You're talking about that you were going to try on Fiverr.
I found someone on DeviantArt actually. That the reason I hired them is because I had worked with that person before a few times. But I didn't know they were gonna take this long. I was like, man, you're taking so long. But whatever. We'll see. I don't know. I'll follow it through because I'm this far into it. But yeah. Have you been on any art websites lately? I know I've talked about DeviantArt and how crappy that is. I mean, it's always been crappy, but it's more crappy than it's ever been.
No, yeah. I haven't been on. I did poke my head into DeviantArt. I know I still have an account there. There's a couple of artists I like that are on there, but I haven't visited there in a long time. But yeah, it's still kind of not. Yeah, I never was a big fan.
Probably.
It's
been pretty bad for years, right? I know people said it died like 8 years ago or something, but I was still on there. And I think what's really, and I might have said this before too, what's really killing it is the only AI art pops up. Like 80-90% literally of everything that pops up on the main page is AI. Everything I skim through is AI. Every single thing is AI. And it's like, because it's so easy to produce, right? And they have their own creator there, their own AI maker. And it's I literally can't use it anymore. I was trying. You can even do something to filter out the AI stuff, and it still was like not very good. Where I can't find any actual art anymore. Like literally, I can't find art. I'm like, wow, I can't go anywhere. Yeah, like for me, I don't know. Maybe other people have different, algorithms. I'm sure. But ironically, the place I'm finding like actual art is ArtStation, which is funny.
ArtStation.
Yeah, ArtStation's where that's the one where they posted the protest, remember, where everybody posted that sign, no AI.
Oh, all right, okay. So that's where that came from.
That filter, yeah, their filtering system is really good. I don't know. I went back there and I'm like, I think this is real, and I could see the process too. And I'm like, this is real. Oh, this is real too. This is what the heck? I don't know if they just totally changed their ways, and I'm like, man, this is really good now. Now that's my main place to go to see like actual digital art, I guess, done by hand. But yeah, I thought that was ironic.
Interesting. I'll look for that. It's a website, ArtStation.
Yeah, ArtStation. It's a website. It was kind of like this place where people post really, really like big video game artists and big illustrators will post on there. Also, they'll at least have an account on there. A lot of people left. Yeah, a lot of people left when the AI stuff happened, but I don't know. I feel like now it's pretty. I don't know. It's gone back to what it was. So I'll probably be there a lot. I might even deactivate my DeviantArt, to be honest now.
I would, but there's two people on DeviantArt I've followed for a long time that I really enjoy. So
That's cool. Yeah, if they post mostly there, then right, like why leave?
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, interesting. Okay, look, a lot of there's definitely a lot of like 3D CGI stuff. I see in those days.
yeah, but like I like the filter. You could filter out AI stuff. And sometimes you're like, it's like some people would say something like, "Well, are you sure it's not AI?" But like they'll push their process stuff. They'll put their process stuff a lot now because you kind of have to.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What else is new with you?
Oh, I was going to say too. We were talking about art sites. I guess apparently Etsy is taking quite a dive. I haven't used Etsy in a long time, but Etsy has been losing a lot of business, and people are pulling away from Etsy apparently. So,
did they make a new rule or something weird like that? They're taking money off of it.
Trying to look up. I know they did something a while ago with shipping about 2 years ago that started turning people off, and it's been a very slow decrease. But just recently, people are just kind of giving up on Etsy. So,
what else is there like for homemade stuff? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there is, but unless people are just going through, because you can sell stuff off like your YouTube channel if you want to, so people can.
You can stuff off your Instagram too. I just don't know how many people like use it for that reason, right? What kind of traffic is flowing through there?
So people might just be using.
You can do it off your Facebook
and selling it themselves.
It's true. You can do it off Facebook as well. They have an add-on I've never used. Yeah. Do you know who Tim Ferriss is at all?
Tim Ferriss, that rings a bell.
He created a book maybe like 15 years ago called 4-Hour Work Week. He's a dude who into optimization and getting wealthy and
all right, one of those.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's one of the less bombastic ones. I think he's cool. Did he have a TV show? I can't remember, but I just know this is like a little mini thing, like a little throwaway thing. But he posted some AI art. I think like a couple months ago, and people got really mad.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, people got super mad. It was on Instagram. People got really, really mad that he was like, "Oh, this is based on blah blah blah," and he had a contest like, "Who wants to make the best AI art?" And everybody got really mad. And the reason the reason I know people got mad is because he turned off the comments on those posts, and I'm like, okay, that means people are talking smack in these posts. And then he started posting his real art, which was terrible. I mean, respect. He's new. Respect. Like, I mean, like first. Like someone just took a college class kind of stuff. And he knows it, though. That's a thing. And I'm noticing that he is sticking to it. Like, he is posting his stuff every now and then, like this crummy. I guess he has like a goal to become an artist because he's going through that same first stage that I feel like every single one of us went through. And like where it's all like scratchy and weird. And he'll post it. I'm like, wow, I don't know. It's pretty cool to watch someone go through that process that has an audience like that. And he's watching videos that I watch, too. He'll watch. Is it David Finch? Not David Finch. It's something Finch. He's a comic artist. Can't remember. He's watching all these videos that I watch.
Oh, okay.
But and he'll tag him. So I'm like, what? Like, that's so cool. But yeah, I'm just curious. But yeah, fun stuff. What's your plan for the future then, as far as like later in the week?
Later in the week, I haven't got that far ahead yet. Right now, there's no immediate plan. I've been sort of thinking long term what I like, but there's nothing immediate in the next week or so that I have. The one thing I do have to get back to, two things. One, I actually did get a commission from somebody. Somebody used to, he has like a little fitness page on Instagram, and he was always asking me to do these little cartoons of him. And I would do one every once in a while, and I haven't heard from him in a while. And he was sort of taking a little bit of a, kind of a mental health break, I guess, for a little while. And he just contacted me again. He says, "Hey, listen," he says, "are you still doing stuff? I'd really like to get you to do another cartoon." So I got that. His stuff's really easy to do. His stuff's not complicated. Spend an afternoon. So there's that I got to work on. And I do want to get back to the, I think I talked to you about this, doing the 100s anthology. book, which is
Oh yeah, I remember that.
100
Yeah, I
Days
remember
of
that.
Drawing, and they're doing the Galactic Fantasy. And I've kind of
Mm.
I had just kind of agreed to kind of help out with the organization of it. And as soon as I kind of went, yes, I'll help out, all of a sudden it was like shit started hitting the fan left, right, and center. I'm like, oh, come on. Like somebody's sitting there waiting for me to push a button. And as soon as I said yes, it's just like shit drops out of the sky and hits me in the head. So now that it's kind of cleaned up, I should really actually be getting back to it. So I because we're like over halfway through it, I think, and I'm supposed to be helping with this, and I'm supposed to be doing my own bit in this thing, and I'm getting worried about it now. I was fine for a little while.
What's your deadline?
I think it's August 8th, I think was the deadline for it. Adam's in the chat here. Adam was the one who was kind of on it and needed to take a break, and I agreed to said, yes, I'll do it. And so, but yeah, he...
nice.
Hey, Vic. Hi, little Vic, and hello, Adam. So I should be getting back to that. So that's something I got.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
That's
exciting.
The stuff I've got, I should kind of actually. Another thing I wanted to ask. This is something I do want to work on too. And I was going to throw this question out to you and to other people in the chat. First of all, do you make any prints of your work, like any of your own that you print from?
I used to, but not for a while. I used to, but it's been a long time. I actually had a friend. One of my family friends worked at a print shop, and but he just retired a year ago, and so I was like, dang, where am I getting my prints from now?
Right. So the reason being is that I wanted to start maybe trying to sell prints of some of my work, and I was trying to look for online for finding a decent like print on demand company. There's issues about getting stuff done on shirts now, who actually has the best quality and whose shirts end up winding up like crap. But just simple 8x10 or 5x7 glossy prints. And I thought, why don't I just invest in a decent printer and do that myself? So I've been kind of going online and having a look at printers. I thought if I need merch like mugs or shirts, then I'll go with print on demand, but maybe for simple prints. And I want some ready to take to the conventions next year. If I sign up for any other convention, something I can put on the table, I can have a few little fun little prints. And I thought, okay, so I'm just going to start printing some of these myself. So I just want to find a decent printer. I don't need like an all-in-one. I already have a scanner somewhere, and you can use your phone as a scanner. So scanner I don't need. I'd rather have, rather than a device that does all three things, I would rather have one single one that's just a printer and just does it well. So I'm just trying to find a decent printer that can do a print up to 11x17. Can handle glossy or cardstock paper. It doesn't have to be like a fast feeder, but just something that can handle good heavy paper, and it's a good printer. And it'll probably be Canon. I'm just not sure which one to go with. But I don't want something crappy. I don't want to have to be replacing the ink like every 2 weeks. I'd like something that can. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, I guess you gotta do research on that. I have I've never printed my own prints. I have no idea. But yeah, investing in that's a great idea. Do you know how much they are? How much do they run about, like an average one?
That's the thing, is that I've found some as cheap as, when they go on sale. I can find some that are down to like $50, $50, $60. And I'm seeing Canadian here too, $60, $70. All the way up to like spend $2,000 up to a printer, like a big, decent, fancy ass printer. So, but I don't want to spend that much. I'm trying to keep to about a $200 budget or under, just because I know ink costs money as well. And I've been told ink, Paul just says ink equals money. Yeah. And sometimes apparently, especially if you go with a cheaper printer, and I don't know if this is still the case. They used to say years ago, like instead of buying ink, it was cheaper to actually buy a whole new printer. So people were always dumping out printers because the ink was so expensive. It was, to get a full thing of colored ink again was more expensive than the printer. So
yeah, me and Vince were talking about that. Yeah, he was saying like sometimes it'd be cheaper to buy a new printer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. or you could just make friends like I did with a with a print shop.
Yeah, if I knew any beyond that, but
yeah, because I'll say this, like, since I was younger, and I haven't done this as much as I should have in life, obviously, but like when the reason that guy was a friend of ours is because my mom would specifically make friends with people that would help us out on purpose.
Oh, okay. That's a good plan.
so like she used to work at a school, and at the school they had like a print person that would work at the school, like for the school she was working at. Mm-hmm. She made friends with them on. I mean, I'm sure that she was just made friends to be nice as well. But like she was telling me, hey, always make friends with people. Like I remember even with this person, he was helping us out making prints for like 10 years, 15, like my whole drawing career, you know.
Is that right,
and you know, during Christmas, I'd drive by his shop. I'd leave like a little basket, you know, like of whatever during Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. And she'd like push me to do that just to kind of keep this connection going on. I did it the same thing with my tattoo artist for a long time as well. Just, you know, it's nice just to be nice, but you're also doing it. Yeah. I mean, there's that incentive of like, hey, you know, like you could get free prints for for 20 years. And, you know, that's what I did. I got like free. It was almost free. I was like a joke how much the discount was. He would cut like 90% off the price or something like that, and sometimes it would be free. You know, but yeah, maybe if that helps anybody else, you know, connections definitely work for stuff that you need like that. We had another guy print T-shirts for us for a little bit. Wow. God, I think that guy didn't have the job very long. Yeah. But you just make friends with these people and just. Yeah, be social. Like definitely that tattoo artist thing. That saved me a lot of money too. Making friends with my tattoo artist. But a lot of people do that one.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I don't want to get a tattoo. I don't.
Friends with a comic shop artist. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it'd have to be. Yeah. I mean, again, not to like use people, or whatever. I guess it would have to be a career where, you know, I doubt somebody could just give you comics for free. I guess they could, huh? Let me think. I don't know. I'm thinking off the top of my head. Like, I've got free comics my whole life. No, like here and there, probably. But yeah, it's good stuff. I need to do that more. Honestly, I feel like COVID has made me so antisocial.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't. Like my roommate here, he's got connections with people in comic book shops and that kind of thing, and so he can get deals for like books, comic books, and that. But as far as like getting actual printing done, no, that's something I'm, because the funny thing was I don't know if I told you this, but I was going to get ready for Anime North, and I wanted to put some prints out, and I decided I went through my work and I wanted to do some adjustment. I wanted to fix a few and finish a couple. I did a new one, and I knew I was pushing it to the wire, but I thought, I'll just run it over to Staples because they can do it right there, like a same day service. I can pick it up tomorrow morning. And I went in there, and she looked at me like I was on crack or something, and she's like, "What do you mean you upload this online?" I'm like, "I was just here 6 months ago and had like a whole bunch of prints done." And she looked at me like, "I've only been working here about 3 or 4 months," and she says, "But we don't do any of the prints here anymore. You put them up online and we'll have them ready in about a week." I'm like, "A week? I need them like in the next 2 days."
That's weird. I used to make.
Yeah, Staples. I used to have like a 1 day service. I'd bring it in on a flash drive, and no. You do it. You put it up online. You post it up online. They do it, and then you get it next week.
I wonder that's
what happened to like the 1 day service. Somehow now we went backwards to a week-long service. So how did that happen?
Yeah, we have a print shop. What did Kinko's or something? Do you have that up there?
Wow, I haven't heard them in ages. I have those a long time ago. I haven't seen Kinko's in years.
They merged with something else, I think, and now they're called something else. They're just like the post office or something. I don't remember, but I don't remember. I just remember thinking like, do they even call it that anymore? I don't know. But anyways, I used to go there. Same thing. Yeah, you're right. Same day printing. I have, as far as I know, right now in my area, they still do that, but I have not seen my friend do that in a while, so I don't know. I used to do that if I needed like a family photo real quick or something like that, you know, where for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or whatever, I was just like, okay, I gotta go print this now. Like I need to go somewhere. Yeah. Or a school project. That's a good one too, like in college.
I'm right near Toronto, and nobody had like a same days. I went checked all through the GTA from Hamilton to Toronto. Nobody did like an overnight 1 day service. Nobody. It was all like put it up online or email us and we'll give you a quote. The other thing I like with Staples too is that I could do it, and if I didn't, because the first time I had one done years ago, it turned out awful, and I was like, no, I can't sell these, and they redid them actually for me. So
Oh wow.
There's that aspect too, that you can see them, and then you don't have to kind of pay for them, and when you get crap, feel like you're stuck with them. So,
You guys have Office Depot up there?
Office Depot. I'm not sure if we have Home Depot. Office Depot. No, I think we have.
Home Depot,
but not Home Depot. I don't.
Okay. Office Depot is basically another Staples.
Staples, yeah. I don't.
Staples and Office Depot are almost the same thing. But we have both over here. That's why I'm saying like they. I don't know. I was curious if you had Office Depot over there.
I think we do. But I don't see them that often. I know we see Staples, but not.
They've reduced those. I know that. They used to have a bunch over here, and they just reduced them all down, which is too bad because I have to drive like really far.
No, they're still all over the place here. I have one just right down the street from me, just like a 10-minute walk down the street from me. Sure. So, but no, it doesn't look like we really have that many Office Depot. It's all Staples.
Another thing I forgot to mention, by the way, is that Instagram Reels is about to allow you to put ads on them and make money off them. Also, so that's coming in the next few weeks. Yeah, you can play ads the way you would on. Yeah, they're short, but it's still a little bit of money. I mean, depending on how many views you get. So I mean, it could be another little, could be gas money right there. You know, if you just post reels and get a few thousand views on the whole thing, you might make it like, I don't know, like I said, I like any little money, even if it's like $100. I'm like, that's gas right there, less than gas. Right. But I'm saying that's incoming within the next few weeks because I know some people already are getting it. So that's I'm waiting for that because I'm finally getting views on my Instagram. So I'm like, all right, let's get a little gas.
Paul. It was nice having you in, man. We'll have you on one night.
Good night, Paul.
All right, Paul. We're all your.
But yeah, I was waiting. So what?
Oh no, I was just responding to something Paul said. He said he has 0 friends. I'm like, oh come on, we're all your friends here.
That's funny. But yeah, so I don't know. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's why.
Yeah,
because some people with huge channels are going to make good money. They're going to make a good chunk of money with huge. People have like a bunch of views on their reels.
I gotta ask a question.
Would make at least.
Completely side note.
Yeah.
Just regarding it because something I'm trying to figure out with Instagram, and I don't know if you can do this anymore because I remember I didn't know until just a few weeks ago that they dumped. They had a separate app for Instagram videos. I forget what it was called, but if you wanted to do,
you're talking about IGTV.
IGTV, which I liked, and they dumped it. Of course, even though I guess it got a little.
They dumped it.
So they dumped it. But now you can't post vertical video, like to turn your phone to watch it. I tried to set that up. You can't do that. It's all really? For horizontal video or whatever. You turn your phone and watch it long form. You can't do that anymore. And if there's a way to do it, I'd like to know how. But
I don't know either. I only post reels right now. I want to go back to posting images again to see if I can get traffic on those again. But I'm actually what I'm working on also is my reach massively dropped after I got like some sort of little penalty on a meme or something like that, and they gave me a strike, not a strike, but they gave me something, and the reach for my stories plummeted into nothing. So it used to be so before I used to get 3,000 views on every story on Instagram, right? The story, those things that last 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was always like 3,000 people, 4,000 people, always. It's usually like 10% of your channel. And I got a strike or something like that, and I dropped to 100 people. And I'm like, what? All my stories are getting like 100 views now. What happened? And it's been like that for a year. I cannot get out of that box. So now that I had this person, that was the first issue I talked to them about on Verified, on because Instagram and Facebook are the same thing or whatever, and same owner. And I asked them, hey, my reach dropped massively. What can I do to get rid of this thing on my record here? And they basically told me that it's been longer than a year, and that strike, whatever that was, that penalty should have gone away by now, and that you'd have to build back up to it. It basically puts you back, but it doesn't stop you from growing back up again. And that's kind of what.
How do you do that?
So I'm trying to make appealing stories that people stay on, or like the two things that really make your stories grow is that people watch it all the way through, and that people go back and rewatch it. That's a big thing. When people go back, they're like, oh shit, so good, I'm gonna watch it again. So I don't have the answer because I'm trying to figure that out. I'm like, okay, how do I do that? Because if I grow my reach back to the way it used to be, it'd be kind of cool now that I'm getting some traffic on my normal page. So yeah. Maybe you can put in like a little feedback thing. Hey, bring back IGTV.
I doubt they will, but I just want to know if there's a way you can post long form videos, long form horizontal videos is what I'm trying to figure out. So
I guess you'd have to Google it. I know Reddit has a lot of answers for that, or
I get
even
the
like
feeling
sometimes
they probably discarded it. They're trying to compete more with TikTok. I guess if you want that kind of video, you post it on YouTube, but otherwise Instagram, they're trying to keep it short. So kind of. I think you can post long videos though. I could have swore somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger just posted an hour-long video. I don't know if it's vertical or not, but if you go on his page, he posted like literally an hour-long video because he did like a commentary for that show he's doing, Fubar. And he posted the whole thing. So I mean, people do. You can post long stuff. You're right. It might not be vertical or I'm sorry. Horizontal. No, you want it vertical, right? Not horizontal, right? No, wait, hold on. You want it horizontal, not vertical, right? That's what you're saying. I'm talking about doing it length more like YouTube, like this. Over here.
Yeah. Cross. Okay, yeah.
But I think they're trying to compete with TikTok because that's their tough competition right now. Strangely, is people making stuff on TikTok because people are getting in the creator fund on TikTok, even though it pays peanuts. But some reason they're all excited about it. And so
I heard the what do you call it when people the interactivity? I heard I don't know what the word is. It's where like you have so many followers, so many people are going to click this link, and then that many people are going to buy something. What is that called? Interactivity, interactions.
Oh,
I don't remember what it's called.
Not follow through or
I don't know the word. Follow through something like I don't remember. I heard the follow through whatever is really bad on that for whatever reason. Like people will have a lot of followers, but it won't equal as many sales on something as you think it does. I don't know why. Yeah,
if you're trying to link to what do you call it, like an affiliate kind of thing, if you want if you put a link to something on Amazon. No, you still, if you can get really good on YouTube, you will still make way more money on YouTube than you will on TikTok. Right. I don't know why people are so excited about TikTok for some reason. But
yeah, like the same number of views on like a YouTube video would be way more valuable than the same number of views on a TikTok video.
That's why I stay
here. And I've heard that with Instagram too.
That's why I don't know why. It just seems to be a lot of drama on TikTok, and that's why people seem to be attracted to it. It's just constant drama on there, and I'm like, I'd rather do something.
I can see that.
Creative.
I don't mind reposting stuff. So like right now, I'm really trying to create stuff for Instagram Reels, but I don't mind reposting it over there every now and then. Like I just don't want to put all my effort into like TikTok, but I don't mind reposting. So maybe one day I will. Maybe I'll have like enough views on Instagram that I want and enough of this, and I'll be like, you know what? Let me just see if I can get this one rolling, because this is like turning into dirt, and like maybe I can do something different here or something. Maybe one day, but that's not today. Yeah, we'll see. I would need a gimmick on that, I think, too. I'd probably try to get like, I don't know. I'm seeing this thing with streamers now. Some of my nerdier, like some of the there's streamers I watch, and they're doing this thing now where they have like they bring on an attractive girl with them, to like give thoughts on something.
Yeah.
And it does well. But I mean, but it's not just for attractive sake. It's like somebody who's actually intelligent but just happens to be attractive, But I can tell they do that on purpose, and I'm like, this person's smart, but like like I can tell you did this for a reason, dude. Like
Right.
But we'll see. I want to start going live on I want to start going live on YouTube, just doodling, Like I was thinking about drawing ugly Marios or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised you
might
more
do that.
often. Live seems to draw in a lot of people. That's why I tend to go live a little more often, because it seems to draw people in a bit more. But
I'll put it on the list. Like right now, my focus is. Yeah, I'll try really hard. I will try to do that. Like right now, my focus is what's starting to grow, which is the reels on Facebook and reels on Instagram. So I'm gonna try to follow through with that the next few months. That'll probably be my main focus. And then and then the YouTube stuff I put up just to put up. Like I'm like, all right, let's get all these done in one day and put them out there. Just to have it up, but I'm not taking I was losing my mind trying. What's up?
Oh, I was going to say something a few minutes ago when I was mentioning TikTok, by the way, because as I said, everybody wants to try and get on the Creator Fund on TikTok, but that's only U.S. I think U.S. and China are the only two places that they will pay out. As I'm Canadian, I wouldn't get anything. I wouldn't get a red dime for any effort that I made or any accomplishments I made on TikTok. So TikTok, to make money on there, it's even if people if I do a live and they send these little gifts where you get a little bit of coin here and there, you don't get anything for that. TikTok takes everything. So again, that's why YouTube is so much better.
Yeah, I was hearing that reputation as well from bigger YouTubers that said TikTok the Creator Fund, you hardly make anything. Like it's a little bit of something if you're a huge creator, but and then the YouTube Shorts don't make that much on their own. They're really for pulling in traffic. I mean, you get a little bit of money, but not.
Yeah. It helps you get to your like if you can get enough people viewing them, that helps your viewership to help bump up your channel. That's about it. But there's not really any kind of money made on AdSense on that.
Right. I heard Instagram and Facebook want to change that. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. They want to give you a little bit more money on Instagram when they start putting it, because they want to compete with them now. They want to give a little bit more money. I don't know. We'll see what it ultimately turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what that turns into.
I've only got 165 people on YouTube. I should really and I've got over 700 on Instagram. I should maybe start making some shorts telling people, hey, go to my YouTube channel.
Right.
Start getting some of my followers on there.
You can link it on stories as well. I know it's pretty easy to put a link in the story. Depending on how many views you get on your story, what do you get on your story then? If you have 700, I'm going to guess you get what? 80 views on your stories, or
on stories I'm lucky if I get 30.
I mean that can be something, you're crawling your way up, you're making this.
I could also do a reel as well. I can make a reel and say, hey, go to my YouTube channel.
That's another one. I have a second Instagram. So just keep clawing at it, and then eventually that starts to build up at some point. You just have to keep moving essentially for a little bit, and you're not doing anything wrong either, because I see people that keep moving and then it's like they're never going to get anywhere. I've seen people like that. But if you just keep,
I feel like I'm one of them.
I don't think you are, because you're an art channel. Art channels don't really I don't know, I feel like art channels don't go that way. I feel like art channels could all grow if they just kind of keep clawing at it, in my opinion. There's like a select few that have done really well, that have made big names for themselves, and I feel like they've cornered the market for artists on YouTube, and it's kind of frustrating. It's like these big, enormous, obnoxious ones like Jazza or Bailey J. I think for millionaires,
creator, and that other ZHC who's going to crash and burn, I think. But
ZHC is the biggest one, I think.
I don't know
Yeah,
why. I don't even
guy.
call him an artist
But
anymore. His stuff is crap that he throws on there. It's all just
yeah, I know. He's
it's
not an
not even
artist
art
anymore, in my
channel
opinion.
anymore.
But I feel like I come across a new art channel that I never heard of that has good traffic. You know, like I feel like I come across with people all the time. So I don't know. I don't think they've cornered the
What?
market. To be honest, I just feel like there's always people that fly. Like they make enough money, and you're like, hey, this person's making money, but they're not like Jazza. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like I come across new people all the time like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like, I know he's still posting, and he's plateaued as far as his followers. Like he hit this 5 million mark, and then he hasn't.
I guess you just have to keep it up, and yeah, I don't know. I don't. I'm sure he has enough money where he doesn't care about.
Yeah, at this point, he's in between his life. He does all right. Yeah. Oh, he's a six
Yeah,
and
if
a
he
half.
invested well.
Yeah,
6.5.
6.5 now. I guess he's still growing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't notice him. I think with him, yeah, he would have to become I don't know. I guess he would have to push into the I know he's pushing into the drama stuff now, right? Like kind of, or he's pushing into
For a while.
informational stuff. But
Yeah.
I guess he would have to like.
Yeah.
Me too. Well, I barely watched him, to be honest, ever. I just kind of watched a couple of those videos on ZHC, and I thought that was fascinating. But
that was I did see those. That was about it. But yeah, the one person
I thought those were good, by the way. I thought those were good, by the way. Yeah.
The one person I do enjoy, and I know you said you didn't think it was that great of an artist, but I do enjoy Scott Sava. He's one that I do.
Oh, I like. I still watch that guy. I still watch that guy. Yeah. No, he's got a very he's got a very solid identity, and his stuff has a very nice feel to it. Feels like something that would have been on KPBS or something.
Right.
Yeah. So I think. But like I said, I still watch his reels. So like I like him. Yeah, I don't think he's like the best artist. I agree. I do not think he's like the best artist, because there's like guys like James Gurney who are like amazing, like amazing artists. There's guys like that where you know James Gurney is?
James Gurney, no, is he on YouTube?
Maybe. I most of his stuff's on Gumroad and stuff like that. I think he is on YouTube actually. He's a really, really good painter. Gouache. He did Dinotopia. He's been around forever.
Oh, James Gurney Gouache. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll go out and do gouache paintings. That guy's actually really good. That guy's like, I think what the other guy's trying to be, because James Gurney is like, where I see that guy's stuff and I'm like, whoa, that guy is so good that he's gonna draw a ton of people. But I mean, he's also been around forever, you know. But he's a good teacher too.
He's got almost 500,000. He's got 496,000 followers, so that's pretty good.
Well, there's another guy that's under the radar. There, kind of, but like that guy. I bought a few of his programs on Gumroad, and that guy's good teacher, good stuff, good painter. You know, I got his Dinotopia books. And he's better than he was back then too. So like I think he's getting better, and he's just kind of goes out there and does these really awesome little gouache paintings. I'm like, wow, this is so good. Like, and that guy also has a KPBS kind of feel too, if you ever watch his videos.
Yeah, no, I just subscribed now, so I'll give him a shot. So
yeah, chill guy, been around for a long time. I mean, there's a few books of his too, I think, that I like. But I don't know what my point was, but that's a guy I like. But I think of those two in a similar category, you know, where there's several artists that I like, and I like their teaching style, and I think they're decent artists, like goodish, you know, really good. But then there's guys that are like, wow, he's a good teacher and he's an amazing artist. You know what I mean? And guys like that, I think, deserve like, and guys like that, I feel like deserve like millions of followers, you know? And so I look at Jazz and I'm like, he's a whatever. He definitely tried to improve, for sure. He definitely improved. But I was like, man, why does this guy have so many followers? He's so generic. ZHC kind of makes his following made sense in the beginning, ZHC, because he was a really good artist in the beginning, and that's all he did. And then he grew his channel, and then it became like another Logan Paul kind of thing after that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, so he didn't his art never sort of expanded his style. He never really kind of changed anything. It was kind of become the same thing over and over again. And then he did just that. His channel just sort of became these weird challenges where he kind of, I don't know, I guess kind of screwed some people over and
Right. I remember that. But even toward the beginning of his channel, it was like gimmicky, kind of interesting stuff where he's like, what if I was to draw underwater, and stuff like that, where I'm like, that was kind of fun for a small scale one, now. And then we talked about this right now. He's doing stuff like, we're going to paint a Tesla. It's like, ugh, why do I, this is like a different audience now. Like, this isn't something I care about. But
to throw a name out, and I think you are familiar. I think we had talked about him. Fella from India, but his stuff is all in English though. Is Sketchbook?
Let me look.
You're probably familiar. It's actually a lot of fun. It's cartoony style stuff, but I really kind of like him. I've been following him for a long time. He's really good.
You mean Kesh? Do you mean Kesh or no?
I think that's
Yeah, I've been watching. I know exactly what that is. I've been following for a while too. Yeah, he's really good. I think his website is just like Kesh.com or something. Right?
Is it? Oh, okay. I don't know, but
because I like
him. Give him a shout out. And he's got he doesn't have a huge following, but he's still got over 40,000. But his stuff's good though. I think he deserves.
I'm sure he sells a lot of programs. I'm sure he sells a lot of programs too. Yeah, I like his stuff a lot. I love his website. I love the way it's. I mean, I'm trying to look at his from my website. Like, I think it's very simple. I don't know what it is, but that feel I really like to it. But yeah, I know that guy's really good. Say what?
Oh, I was trying to find his website, but there's no link to it here off his YouTube page.
It's just cashart.in. I just kind of Googled it.
Oh, all right.
Cashart. But yeah, he's got his own classes on there that he's like some drawing boot camp thing. That again, I'm gonna look to this. I think when I design mine, I really like the way he does his stuff here.
Oh, yeah, his stuff's a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, okay, that's the vibe. I'm trying to get like I'm even just sketching, even just scrolling on his site. I'm like, fun is definitely like the word I'm thinking of.
His drawing camp
that describes him.
And he's got the right kind of personality to go with it as well. It's not over the top.
Yeah,
and, he's serious about what he does, but he kind of makes it fun at the same time. So,
right. Yeah, I like it. Damn, what are these? Okay, that's an Indian money. I was gonna say $14,000. What? I was like, oh no, it's 14,000. It's another symbol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let you go because I was gonna do this for about an hour, then I gotta go help my mom out with something. So
all right,
that is my plan. I've been here for about an hour and a half. Am I? How long?
Oh yeah, it's been close to
Something
that.
Like that.
I think so. Because I know the live has been going for an hour and 37 minutes, and you came in about 10 to 15 minutes in. So close to.
Sweet.
Close to an
all
hour
right,
now.
Phil.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep in mind you do this every Wednesday. If not, I'll come in here in another 3 weeks.
You don't have to jump in like every Wednesday, but just when you can. If you have the Wednesday free. If you have another night you want to go live as well, a different night, we can still do a different night too. I'm flexible on that. So
no problem. And hopefully Vince will be back in a month. I know I barely got to talk to him.
Is it just his job right now?
Vince is like, it's just his job. They're just dumping a lot of stuff on him. And I'll try to call him once a week, but it's been pretty hard. It's been pretty hard to get in contact with him lately. And he's like, my best friend, so it's kind of hard to like if I can barely get to him, it's gonna be hard for like even everybody else to get to him. But yeah, no, we I got to talk to him for like 40 minutes yesterday. We talked while I was driving. But yeah, good stuff. All right, I'm gonna let you go, Phil. See you later. Whoever's
okay. I might take a break for a bit, and I might come back just to do a little drawing stream in a little bit. So I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll be back. But
awesome.
Take care, Enrique.
All right,
we'll
see you around
later.
Later.
Cheers.
See ya.
All right. I only have about 2 people watching left, so I'm gonna I think close off here, and I'll let's see. I just need to kind of do this right. Thanks for that. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I might try and come back in a little bit. So if Adam, if you're around, I know, I think, what's his name? The other guy who does lives at night, Josh. If he does something, maybe I might hop over there, but we'll see. I'm going to play it by ear. But yeah, this will be every Wednesday now. So probably about the same time, 10:30 my time, 7:30 Pacific. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Adam, I will definitely be in touch. We'll talk soon. Take care, everyone. Good night.